Welcome to another vid, this time for Milan. Right now we are in Milan, Italy. This city is absolutely insane. The energy, the people, the fashion, the food. This place has it all. It's like New York City had a baby with Paris. But then that baby grew up and got really into design. Speaking of design, look at this place. We've got a jam-packed itinerary hitting up the most iconic spots and some hidden gems just for you guys. I'm talking top 10 things you absolutely cannot miss when you find yourself in this incredible city. Let's do it. All right, guys, first up, we're at the Duomo. Look at this thing. It's massive, it's intricate. It's like they took every single detail and said, let's make it even more extra. I'm not even religious, and this place is blowing my mind. This bad boy took over 6 centuries to build. 6 centuries. That's like longer than America has even been a country. And the craftsmanship, every little statue, every spire, it's insane. You could stare at this thing for hours and still find something new. But you know what's even cooler than seeing it from down here? Seeing it from up there? You can actually go up to the rooftop, walk among the spires, and get a view of the entire city. It's like being on top of the world. And the view, oh my God, the view. You can see for miles in every direction. It's like a sea of rooftops with the Alps in the background. Honestly, this is worth the trip to Milan alone. Next up, we're at Sforza Castle, a 15th century fortress that's seen it all. This place has been through wars, sieges, you name it. It's like walking through a history book, but way more interesting than any history class I ever took. Inside the castle walls, it's like a whole other world. There are courtyards, museums, even a freaking art gallery with works by Michelangelo. Michelangelo! We're talking about the guy who painted the Sistine Chapel, and some of his sculptures are just chilling here in Milan. It's mind-blowing. But even if you're not an art buff, this place is still worth checking out. The architecture is stunning, the history is fascinating, and you can just feel the centuries of stories echoing through the walls. Plus, it's free to enter the main courtyard, so you can always just wander around and soak up the vibes. Okay guys, this is it, the big one. We're about to see Leonardo da Vinci's The Last Supper. This is like the Mona Lisa of Milan, but even more exclusive. You have to book tickets months in advance, and they only let a limited number of people in at a time to protect the painting. It's serious business, but trust me, it's worth the hype. Seeing this masterpiece in person is a whole other level. The way Da Vinci captured the emotions on each disciple's face, the composition, the details, it's just incredible. You can practically feel the tension in the room as Jesus announces that one of them will betray him. It's powerful stuff. Even if you're not an art history buff, you can't help but be moved by this painting. It's a true masterpiece, and seeing it in person is an experience you'll never forget. All right, guys, get your wallets ready because we're about to enter the fashion jungle, Quadrilatero della Moda. This is where the magic happens, where trends are born, and where my bank account goes to die. We're talking Prada, Gucci, Armani, Versace, you name it, they're all here. Even if you're not a fashionista, you've got to appreciate the craftsmanship and the sheer spectacle of it all. The streets are lined with these beautiful buildings, and the window displays are like works of art themselves. It's like walking through a fashion magazine, except everything is real and you can actually touch it, if you can afford it, that is. But even if you're on a budget, it's still fun to window shop and dream. Who knows, maybe you'll win the lottery someday and come back to buy the whole store. A guy can dream, right? Okay, after all that fashion frenzy, we need a little peace and quiet. So we're at Sempione Park, Milan's green oasis right in the heart of the city. This place is huge, guys. We're talking over 90 acres of trees, lawns, fountains, you name it. It's the perfect place to escape the city noise and just chill out for a bit. You can have a picnic, go for a jog, rent a bike, or just find a bench and watch the world go by. They even have a pond where you can rent rowboats, which is surprisingly romantic. And the best part is, it's completely free to enter. Just another reason why I love this city. So, if you're looking for a break from the hustle and bustle of Milan, Sempione Park is the perfect place to recharge your batteries. Alright guys, as the sun starts to set, it's time to head to one of my favorite spots in Milan, the Navigli canals. This is where the city comes alive at night. These canals were once used for transportation, but now they're lined with bars, restaurants, and shops. It's like the Venice of Milan, but with less gondola traffic jams. You can find everything here, from traditional Italian trattorias to trendy cocktail bars. And the atmosphere is electric. People are out and about, enjoying the cool evening air and just soaking up the vibes. It's the perfect place to grab a drink, people watch, and just enjoy the magic of Milan at night. Trust me, you haven't truly experienced Milan until you've spent an evening wandering along the Navigli canals. Okay guys, let's talk about the important stuff. Food. Milan is a foodie paradise, and I'm not just talking about pizza and pasta, although they do those exceptionally well here too. We're talking about risotto alla milanese, a creamy saffron risotto that's so good it'll make you want to lick the plate. And then there's cotoletta alla milanese, a breaded veal cutlet that's as big as your head and just as delicious. And for dessert, you absolutely have to try panettone, a sweet bread studded with candied fruits that's especially popular during Christmas time. And of course, no trip to Italy is complete without gelato. Luckily, Milan has some of the best gelato in the world. So loosen your belts, guys, because we're about to eat our way through this city. All right, guys, it's time to get high. No, not like that, although the gelato here might give you a sugar rush. We're talking about the Unicredit Tower, the tallest skyscraper in Italy. This futuristic-looking building is like something out of a sci-fi movie, and it offers some of the most incredible views of the city. You can take a high-speed elevator all the way up to the top, where you'll find a 360-degree observation deck. From up here, you can see everything: the Duomo, Sforza Castle, the Alps in the distance, even the curve of the Earth on a clear day. It's a truly breathtaking experience. Plus, they have a bar up there, so you can enjoy a cocktail with your view. Talk about living the high life. Okay guys, get ready to get lost in the charm offensive that is the Brera district. This is Milan's bohemian heart, a maze of cobblestone streets lined with art galleries, vintage shops, and cozy cafes. It's like stepping back in time, but with a modern twist. You can spend hours just wandering around, discovering hidden courtyards, and popping into whatever shop catches your eye. There's something for everyone here, whether you're an art lover, a fashion enthusiast, or just looking for a unique and inspiring place to explore. And the best part is, you never know what you're going to find around the next corner. It's a true adventure for the senses. So if you're looking for a break from the more touristy areas of Milan, be sure to add the Brera district to your list. All right, guys, for our final act, we're going out with a bang. We're talking about La Scala Theatre, one of the most famous and prestigious opera houses in the world. Even if you're not a huge opera fan, you have to appreciate the history and the grandeur of this place. It's like stepping back in time to the golden age of opera. The interior is absolutely breathtaking, with red velvet seats, ornate balconies, and sparkling chandeliers. And the acoustics are incredible. You can hear every note, every whisper, every emotion. It's an experience you won't soon forget. So if you're looking for a truly special and unforgettable night out in Milan, be sure to catch a show at La Scala. Just be sure to book your tickets well in advance because they sell out fast. So there you have it, guys. My top 10 must-do adventures in Milan. This city seriously blew me away. It's got history, culture, fashion, food, and a whole lot of style. Whether you're a history buff, a foodie, a fashionista, or just looking for an amazing travel experience, Milan has something for everyone. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel for more travel adventures, and hit that bell icon so you don't miss out on any of the action.